Welcome to Armstrong Avenue, Armstrong's Electric Avenue.
Welcome to the Armstrong Avenue podcast, brought to you by the Independent Wrestling Network. Here's your hosts, Big Mike and Scott Armstrong. So going back, you had mentioned a few minutes ago about Umaga,
Yep.
who had helped you get into the business.
Yes.
Umaga, if people don't know, is probably one of the more underrated performers at his size and the things he was able to do in the ring. And what
Super talented.
if anybody could go back and watch his stuff, I mean, just go back and watch his rivalries with John Cena and Bobby Lashley, the WrestleMania match, the hair versus hair, and that gimmick match. But outside of that, he was so talented of a performer, man. Do you think he'll ever get into the Hall of Fame?
I mean, most definitely he should. There's no doubt in my mind. He look, his heart was big as a house and just so good to me and my family. And I mean, I can't say enough good about him. But when you talk about the things he could do in the ring for his size, he was as agile as a cruiserweight. I mean, you'd have to tell him, hey, dude, you don't have to go to the top rope. No, come on. Look, when I watch the Usos wrestle on SmackDown or Raw, I think of him all the time because that was him. He could do all that same stuff and was probably, I don't know, 100 pounds heavier and could still do all that stuff. Just super talented and a really, I had some great times, and it was a really good dude. I miss him. He got me into WWE, and I wasn't even trying to get another thing. I'm telling you, people put in your path, and he got me there. He really did, and the more I would thank him, the more he would say, "I didn't do anything. You did it, man. You created. You're an Armstrong, and you created your body of work, and they know it, and I said, no, dude, they weren't even thinking my name, and you got me here. I mean, that's the truth. That is the truth. I know it is in my heart, and I'll forever be grateful. And I think about him when I'll tell you the person who really reminds me of him more than anything is the kid down in Solo
Sikoa.
Yes,
Uso's younger brother. Yep.
In NXT, and I would see him work. And before I was released, I would see him every week at NXT, and I talked to him so many times. His demeanor, everything was so much like Eki Umaga, and it was so cool to see. And so now he moves like Umaga did. Everything about it, it's awesome, man. And I'll take great pride going forward in watching his work, and I'm really glad that he's in the position he's in, and I'm 100% sure that one day he'll be a major player on the main roster with Raw or SmackDown.